In 3, 2, 1. Guys, you are tuned in to Black, Educated, and Broke. Okay, listen, I am so excited. This is our last show of the year, y'all.
Yep.
Hi, Ron, like you being the male at this moment holding it down, how do you feel about this last show, honey?
I'm extremely excited. I need a break.
Oh,
and, you know, I'm
What the
sleepy.
fuck you need a break?
Sleepy. I'm tired. I'm old now.
Oh, that's not nothing
I'm
to
an
debate.
old
This
man
is
now,
true.
you know. So I need a nap, you know.
Oh, yeah, I love that you giving this old man Ron energy because he swear he be so damn young. But still, you done made it with us for the whole year. I'm very proud of you, Ron, because you know you
I'm
was
trying,
suspect, bro. We didn't know. We wanted to keep the boy on the team, but we said, fuck it, we'll deal with him a little longer.
I love y'all too.
Aurelia Pooh, hey sis.
Hey, Sissy Pooh.
You know, my feminine energy that joined us this season, season 5 going live, because we've been doing this since 2018, Dre, they didn't know. We're going to talk about you in a second. Aurelia, though, she been with us for this first year, and, you know, how has it been?
It's been good. I'm glad I'm still hanging in there. You know, little big sis. Got a ride for my little big sis. I love this is like my family, so I love it. It's fun. Looking forward to many more.
Is it family or is it like family?
It is like family because
Tell us how you really
we have, people like
We don't
that.
Like, who just pop up in the
Please.
scene with a gangster link?
She loved me from day one. Or give me my Chick-fil-A back. I'm still waiting.
boy, cute.
Cut it out.
Aw.
Yes, shout out to Q coming in the building with his young king. What's going on, boo? Hey, good to see you.
The boss of the family. Oh, you cut his hair, bro?
I've been cut
You got
his
that
hair
grown
over a year
man
ago.
look. I see you, king.
Has it been that long since I seen him?
Nah, you seen him since then. What's up, y'all?
I know, right? Because we're like, actually, this is what we do on Black Educated and Broke. I may cut this, I may not cut this. We just walk in and keep it cracking. So, but I will say, to kind of get things going here, I know you've been kind of panning the room, and we've been talking to Aurelia. We just saw Q came in. We got King in the building. We got Ron. But we got another guest sitting here, right? Y'all like, who this cool brother with these nice old, like, aviators on, little chain on or something? Who is him? Well, listen, we have a whole segment to really go deep dive into him. But that's official Dre Day in the building. Make some noise. Ron,
Yes.
Make no noise.
make some
My
noise.
fault. That was Q fault. I'm blame Q for that.
Don't
No,
blame
Q, we
me.
got bottles. You need to get you some drink, young man.
I'm straight.
Oh, you're
Thank
not
you.
the vodka. It's a no for you.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's a no for you. But so we got official Dre Day in the building. And so like I told him, when we usually do our show, we do our banter talk, and a lot of the talks, I know Q is definitely gonna be leading on this. We like to have our guests involved in it, talk about what's been cracking. So the first thing, now Q, I didn't know if I wanted to go with the case or if I wanted to go with Gunna, because both
Let's
is
do
breaking.
because we're going to talk a minute for Meg.
Oh, God.
Well, so let's get into Young Gunna. So I don't know if you guys know, but rapper Young Gunna, he was released from jail after entering a guilty plea gang RICO case. So he was released on Wednesday, December the 14th. And, people is kind of like, you pled guilty, but then
Oh, yeah,
you...
he snitched.
So that's what we wonder, like, he must have been
If you take a
snitching.
plea deal, that's exactly what it is. Like, I don't know who he told on. I don't
He told on
know.
somebody, though.
I don't know what was come of it. Well, he gave up some information because you don't get out of a RICO
A Rico.
without giving up some information. They know what they got. RICOs take years to build. This
Yep.
ain't no case.
Is that what happened with 6ix9ine? He had a RICO case?
Yeah,
and he
yeah, the
snitched?
RICO, yeah. They build it over time. It ain't like, all right, well, we caught them buying drugs. Go get them.
Yeah.
No.
They let you do stuff.
That's a lot
they
of
let
stuff,
you
man.
continue
It
and
builds up.
continue.
It's building. Now,
Yeah.
he might not have had nothing to do with it. He could be by default because he's around the situation. But being a part of it and telling is snitching.
But that is what they saying though, is that he took a deal that basically said, yes, I'm in the group, I'm in the crew, but I didn't do anything.
You saw that?
That's what I heard.
I didn't dig into it.
That's what I heard.
I didn't dig into that. I've been so deep into the next topic we about to talk about. That's all I
If the
really
Gunna
been
case
watching.
is still unveiling to
It
kind of
is.
figure out
It
more.
just happened.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call him a rat yet, but
You ain't got to.
I mean, but even if
He was released from jail
Is it
on a
wrong-
plea deal.
is it wrong to snitch in cases of like, listen, if I really ain't caught up and I ain't really hurt
If
nobody?
you were a part of it and you told on your accomplices, that's fucked up.
Well, now, if you told
what
your
I'm saying is I don't know
accomplices-
who he told on yet.
Well, your
That's
thug
why-
ain't out, so
Yeah, that's why I'm not calling
No,
him a
well,
snitch.
let's not hope that
Yeah,
was it.
but I said this a long time ago. I said one of them ain't coming out. I said that. I said
You
one of them
said
ain't
that on
coming
your
out.
show.
If Thug don't
Who
come out,
out?
I would hope. Oh, that's gonna be a hope. Dre, what you feeling about this whole situation? As an artist, and you know this whole like thug life getting caught up. You know, what's your thoughts about this?
I mean, watch what you put on records. You know, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know, do the crime, man. I guess. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't have too much, thoughts into that because, I'm in a whole nother different lane.
You ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, I try to stay. I'm on a whole positive note. I'm all about energy and love and shit. So. Yeah, that whole case right there, I see it and I don't see it. I read it today. Don't get me wrong. It came across my feed and first instincts was like, brother, I told on somebody.
Yeah.
Because he was in there crying about not being able to get bail. Now all of a sudden you got a plea deal and you're out.
Dun dun dun.
Real suspect.
what did Mama used to say? If it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a damn duck.
9 times out of 10.
It's a damn duck. And listen, I can't tell people what to do with their life because it's definitely more important to be on this side of a jail cell. I ain't gonna hate on that. But the street cred, your credibility, well, you know what? Now that I think about it, will that even be shot? No, because 6 9 was still able to come out, get features. People was on record. Like lately, we ain't heard from him. They didn't
like that either.
We ain't heard from him lately, but he was in the streets a lot, still trolling, still making music. So times have changed, honestly, because if it was really up and it stuck like they talk, George Zimmerman would have been there.
Okay, on that note, let's go to the next thing that was going on. First of all, the whole situation because we're going to probably save Megan and Tory case for last, but the whole situation with tWitch that committed suicide again Wednesday. It just blew my mind because he was 40 years old. I was a diehard So You Think You Can Dance. He was on there, then he was working for the DJ for Ellen DeGeneres, and then he actually became executive producer in 2020. And then it's just like the wife, she said she didn't have a clue. All she knows is that the next day she realized he didn't come home, but his car was there. So she went to LAPD. They found out it was a shooting at the hotel. He had killed himself, self-inflicted gun wound. And just like I said, it's like our black men getting into, and I'm just trying to see what all can we do. People are like, oh, yeah, just check on your friend, I think it's a little bit more than checking. I think you check on your friend, but you need to say a prayer for your damn friends because you can check on your friends and maybe pray that God gives you some type of discernment or wisdom to be like, okay, they saying they okay, but I don't really think they okay. And then shoot a prayer up for them. Or if they say they good and all of that, well, pray they're doing better. But we got to do more than just checking in and going with they sound cool. Like, take it a step further. What was y'all thoughts about that today?
Yeah, and I know they were saying everything that glitters isn't gold. You can look on his Instagram and see, like, he had, like, a happy-go-lucky, perfect life, perfect career. But a lot of times, to whom much is given, much is required. So you just never know what people are going through. And they kind of say social media is it's a downfall because just because you look at somebody's life and say, oh, they look like they're doing good, actually call. Like back in the day, use the phone and give a phone call. Don't just look on social media and assume that everything is okay and everything is good. So you just never know. So rest in peace to a beautiful soul, and you just never know.
But how many people are actually doing that, though?
And not a lot. That's
right.
Who nobody does that. Nobody does that.
And you know what's funny? December is
you don't call me.
Hold on, check this out. December is National
Hey,
Reach Out to a Friend Month.
Go ahead, Randy. Say that so I can get on
December
her ass right
is
quick.
National Reach Out to a Friend Month. That's
December
what
is
December
Reach Out to a Friend.
Reach out to a friend.
Hey, yo, I think
Friend,
that's...
reach out to me in a minute.
Ooh.
Well, you ain't reached out. I wasn't going to go there because I ain't that kind of person. I'll take
now
my
you're gonna be that
accountability,
kind of
but
person.
since you want to say
Call
it
you
again...
friend.
Hey, shut up. Stop it. No, I think it is a lost art, but the only reason I'd say I do is because I was taught it at a very, very young age. Like, my mom used to make me write letters to our out-of-town family and call them, like, check on my grandma, call your grandma, call your aunties, and they live right in the city. I would see them, but maybe I ain't seen them in a while. And she would make me, so to this day, like, I'll call, like, check on them, like, Ryan, remember, I ain't bragging, y'all. Don't take it that way. When you was sick or you ain't out, I'll call you.
Yeah, you.
I'll reach out. I do that to all y'all. Your ass be in there talking, so I know you straight. I always see you on social, so I know you good.
See, but that's the
why I'm
thing.
really
We
tripping.
don't know. We see
Exactly.
it
Right,
on
okay.
social.
Like
To
that,
that point,
assume.
to that point, you are right. I apologize. I put my foot in my mouth on that part.
That's what I said. What I said.
But you, hey, don't work both ways. I'm gonna end it with that.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Yeah, see, that's a woman Libra right there. A man Libra don't do that.
They don't do what?
What she talking about? I don't like
I
that.
get
It ain't can't be one sided. It's got to be even.
That is by
You are a
seeing the
scale
phone works
by nature. It's supposed to be a balance there.
I don't know, but big dog Libra right here.
Oh,
See, you a male Libra. I said
When your
female
birthday?
Libra.
Yeah.
We're a
I
whole
heard.
different
Oh,
species.
yeah.
When your birthday, Dre?
September 23rd.
Oh, he's a
Oh,
September
you
Libra.
almost a Virgo.
That's
September
birthday.
19th.
But that's my
I
daddy's
almost
birthday.
don't count though. Big
Yeah, almost. But you
Come on,
fucking with
Buster.
you.
September
Yeah.
Libras are different than the
They
October
are.
ones. They are
I don't know
very
many.
different.
I don't know many.
Yeah,
All
the
the Libras I
September
know is
ones,
October Libras.
I love all my Libras, but they're a little
They're
different.
calmer. They're a lot calmer.
They're a little different. But definitely, like we said, rest in peace to Twitch. Now, the next story and the last story I want to get into before we get into our guest for the evening is definitely the Meg and Tory Lane story. We got the transcripts coming out, and Q, I know you got all the details, Mr. CNN himself. So, because I got questions. So, what we got, Q?
But you ask away. I've been glued to
Okay,
my phone
so-
all day about this one.
So, okay, it comes down to they making a statement all because they was arguing about their own little relationship. Like,
No,
clearly
you starting
they
in the wrong place. You got to start before then. You got to start at Kylie's party.
okay, right, but I thought, okay, yes, okay.
Talked about
Okay,
it.
go ahead. You tell us the
gotta
facts.
start at Kylie's party. So Kylie has a pool party. They in Calabasas. And Meg and Kelsey were there
Yep.
hanging out at Corey. Tory, he was coming, but he came late. By the time he got there, it was pretty much over. People
Right.
were just leaving. So they was all just hanging out. So as we suspected or knew, Tory and Megan had something going on.
Uh-huh.
So when Tory gets there, being a nigga, a single man,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he doing his thing.
And
He's
she didn't
flirting,
like
with, he's flirting with Kylie
Yeah, that's
in the
what
pool.
it was.
So off rip, she's already like, okay, listen, they might not know we mess around, but we know, and be respectful.
Yeah.
That's dealing with women. I understand where that was going. So Kylie tells them they gotta go because Megan's pretty much making a scene of what's going on. But she telling Tory, hey, she tell us we gotta go. Tory like, I just got here. I don't wanna go nowhere. I'm chilling. They leave. All right. Had they just left and stayed gone, none of this probably would have come about. So
Hold on, but Tory said he ain't going over, but he actually did leave. And then
no, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So they leave. Kelsey, the driver, Meg, they leave the party. So Meg makes up an excuse. I left my slippers there. We need to go back. Before that, she was already saying, let's go back. But they like, no, we're not
They
going
didn't
back.
wanna go back,
But
right.
then she's like, oh, I left my slippers. I got to go. So she goes. Tori gets in the car with them. Then they leave. They get into this big argument amongst the three of them.
Right.
But in the argument, Tori looks at Meg like, hey, why you backing her and you giving me the ass too? Kelsey had no clue. She was blindsided by it. So they get to tussling or whatever in
Who
the
gets
car.
to tussling?
All of, well, they ain't grabbing tussling, but you know how they fighting back and forth with their mouths,
Okay.
arguing and shit. So they pull over, they get out. Now here's where it gets great. We don't
Yeah.
know who actually pulled the trigger, who had the gun. Tory did threaten to shoot Meg,
Yeah.
but there's no proof that he actually did it. There is gunshot residue on Kelsey's hands, though. All right? And where Tory is in the vehicle, there's no logical way for him to actually shoot at her. And in the video, not in the video, but when Meg describes where she saw Tory, she didn't see Tory. She could only see Kelsey, like in her line of sight. Today, Kelsey took the stand. Yesterday, Meg took the stand. She got on and pled the fifth. She said she's not talking. She didn't want to talk about nothing. But the prosecutor's like, hey, listen, you got to talk. So they offered her immunity. So whatever she says is off the table. So if she incriminates herself on the stand, don't matter. Like, she already got immunity away from the whole thing. So
So now she gonna sing.
no, well, I mean, she talked today. She did talk about the argument. What else did she talk about? Oh, God, yeah, I really should have took notes. I got so
That's
fast.
okay.
into
You
this.
give us a lot.
But the information that's coming out is kind of, it's alluding to that Tory did not shoot her, but Kelsey may have actually done the shooting.
Child, Tory shot that girl.
So-
I said she's at the dance, bitch dance, but nobody can
Nobody's confirming that, but
except for Meg.
But we got records of the phone call after the shooting with Tory and Kelsey. Now, if you and Yodi out and your man shoots you, you think Yodi gonna answer the phone and talk to him?
Hell yeah.
Yodi's a writer.
Like,
Yodi's
what?
a
Why
writer.
would you
Yodi's
do
gonna-
that to her?
No. But that's not the conversation. That's not the conversation. The conversation is where y'all at? Oh, we at Cedar something. We all know Cedar Sinai in California. We
Yeah.
know the hospital. But it's more like, and she was blackout drunk, before that.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like waiting for Tory to arrive at the hospital. Like they are a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Even though she thinks he shot her.
I don't think Kelsey thought Tory shot her. I think Kelsey shot her. It hasn't come out, but I don't think Tory did it.